Can you hear me? I can hear you. How's it going? Good. Glad. How's all the cocksucking virgins in the chat today? The Streetwalker event? Oh, yes, I do. Oh, they can't hear you, Reborn.
Okay, well that'd probably help. Well, I'm Reborn. I'm here. Sorry, I was muted and I forgot to do that. Good job. Oh gosh. Oh,
can you hear him
golly.
now?
Anyways, yeah, so this call, the first bit of it is Lauren talking about Roy and his friend moving into the metal shed. And then the next part of the call is after the friend had arrived at the place. I think that's good enough. Again, I was telling you, like, he doesn't get as mad as I thought he was when he calls back. But then Jamie does her thing, and he kind of gets pissed. So.
But he tells the story about her saying that she doesn't want to be in the trailer or whatever, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And talks about seeing his truck before. I was going to name the stream something about the truck, but... Shall we get into it?
Let's do it.
Let me switch what you're looking at, so this time you don't ask me if I'm playing the call. Boom. Alright.
What is so important?
Roy's still at the hotel. He's got another room for another night. He's got a friend that is homeless also.
That's homeless also. Also, there is something great. I'll mention it when it happens, Blue Boy, but it's pretty good. This is the hooker and not Sue. This is before Sue even was in the bitch.
And she's 25, but she has ambition. She doesn't want to be where she's at. She's been sleeping in the truck. She has a truck, and she's been sleeping in that. She's got all of her stuff in that. So I told her and Roy, that they can stay in the shed and have to fix it up and put the addition on, and they can pay me $200 a month each and help me around the place to keep the place.
Real quick, let me go back. Listen to how much Lauren's charging these people, right?
They can pay me $200 a month each.
$400 to live in the metal shed.
Wow, I'd pay twice that.
That's 2/3 of Lauren's property tax they didn't pay. You know,
$200 a month for a shed that has no plumbing or anything. It's literally just a box outside.
There is a stove.
He's better off sleeping in the fucking car.
Yeah, the car would probably be more enjoyable. But yeah, $400 a month to sleep in the shipping container in his yard. And he'll say this later in the call, but I'll just tell you now. He says that it's to cover the electricity they're using.
What electricity?
Exactly. Maybe a light and a radio?
There's no now that I think about it, because he showed pictures of that little bedroom. There's not like a lamp or anything in there.
No, there's just a wood stove.
What the fuck is he talking about?
Yeah.
Man.
So you'll hear
there's not a space heater in there.
Well, yeah, but that's for outside space.
Yeah.
He'll go over this little like scheme and shit. So.
And help me around the place, keep the place up, help me on tear the house down. And I told him that I had
so they also have to do labor
first too.
So not only do they have to clean up, which Lauren doesn't do, they also have to help do the tear down house with them as well. So, free cleaning, $400 a month for power they're not using, and they have to work for them for free. How are they going to get money to afford the bills if they're helping Lauren all the time?
Good question.
Yeah. How are they paying that $200 a month? How are they getting that? Each, yes.
But she doesn't do drugs. She doesn't smoke.
Bullshit.
She doesn't drink. She likes horses.
What does liking horses? You don't have horses.
She likes horses. It's a plus.
Who cares? Hey, I like fucking dolphins. Who gives a shit? Like, what does that have to do with anything?
Right. Just a fucking idiot.
I told her about you.
Why?
I need to know what you think. I'd really like to hook her up with Will.
Shoot. Okay, let's go over...
Why?
Let's go over what I know that I'm stopping a lot in the first couple minutes, but let's go over the reasons why she would be good for Will. why he would want to hook her up. What do you got? What has he told you about her?
She doesn't do drugs. She doesn't drink. She likes horses.
She's homeless.
And she lives out of a truck. Yeah.
She's homeless. She's homeless, and
Perfect.
she's been hanging out with Roy.
Perfect.
Perfect for Will.
Yeah, hook him up.
Perfect for Will.
I think her and Will would like each other.
Why?
What?
I said, I'd like to hook her up with Will because I think her and Will would like each other.
I don't know if this is like his stupidity in full display where like he's trying to eliminate any kind of jealousy by saying Will should be with her, because I'm not going to be with her. I don't know. But it's
yeah,
very dumb.
I mean, maybe just to get him, like, get Jamie away from Will, like with Tarabel. Isn't he with Tarabel?
I don't think
Or
Will's
just
with
later?
Tarabel at this point in time.
Oh, okay.
I could be wrong. I don't remember when he starts dating her. We got a donation from Job. They said copycat cock. Excellent, thank you. I think he'll go into more detail about her, and then I think the robot's like, "Why did you want Will to date her?"
What do you think?
And I'll just skip Jamie typing.
Are you okay with it?
Why is she homeless?
Good question.
I don't know. She had a boyfriend, I guess. But from what Roy told me, her boyfriend was beating her up and stuff, and I guess that's why, as far as I can tell.
Okay.
How do you feel about it?
I don't think you should be demanding they help with your tear-down house.
Well, that's where the material's going to come to put their addition on.
Their addition?
Wait,
Well,
wait, so, okay. He's building them something on his property, so they're staying in the metal shed, and they're going to help tear down... What are they tearing down?
The teardown
The
house.
trailer?
The teardown
The
house.
teardown house. Okay.
The 2-story house that Lauren has only just pillaged out of so far and hasn't done anything.
Okay, I'm just trying to figure this out. How does he think they're going to use the tear down wood to build an addition onto the metal shed? Is that what he means?
I think.
Or build an
I think
addition
it's
onto the
metal shed.
trailer? So they're okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Now, can I point out something to you
Go
real
ahead.
quick?
Yeah.
Lauren has a spare room on his trailer.
He does. He does.
So,
Yeah.
why? You know? Why do you need to make an addition to a metal shed when you could just
Yeah,
use
that's
the
just
spare room?
stupid.
Yeah. My precious little mailbox donated and said, the dad of his daughter, in response to the question of who bought his Beanie Babies, is the single dumbest thing Lauren has ever said, and it enrages me that that the 87s in this community won't acknowledge it. Well, thank you, my precious little mailbox. The dad of his daughter. I don't think I've ever heard that line before, to be honest with you. Or I didn't catch it. But it's very dumb, but I still think why don't you tell him you have a boyfriend and it's me is one of the dumber things he's stated. But thank you. Alright, paper thin walls. Goodbye!
So they'll have more room out there.
Okay, so it is on the metal shed. He says more room out there.
Wow, that is just
An addition
the
to
dumbest thing I've ever heard.
a metal shed. And by metal shed, we of course mean shaving container. Kim is 100 a bully, said the metal shed needs a closet. And I agree.
It does. A
Yes.
walk-in closet with a chandelier.
Yes, and an addition and like a wraparound porch and a new kitchen.
And a toilet paper roll on the wall.
Yes, yeah,
And a sink in the closet. that
computer
was
from
necessary.
2000.
Yeah. A bare bulb hanging from the ceiling.
A contraption that's made from a motor that you put your shoes on. I don't really know how it works, but it's supposed to hold your shoes.
Yeah, he was gonna like repurpose like a lawnmower engine, and it was gonna like fold clothes and and organize shoes somehow. I don't know.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense to me. Thank you, Kim.
He has a lot of dreams.
Lauren is talking about Roy's friend who may or may not be a prostitute. Correct?
We're like 99% sure she's a prostitute.
Yeah, Lauren will talk about how she looks, what she was wearing. He gets upset.
How does Roy know her?
I guess from, he said from, I don't know if you remember that girl, Julie. Were we together last? I don't think you and I were together yet. It was last year when he was working for Timbro. He met some girl, Julie, and I guess he met this girl through that Julie.
Ouch.
Uh,
Oh.
but I need to know how you feel about it before I can tell him okay. She's
Yeah,
all
let the
excited about it.
hooker live in the house.
Well, here's a question.
Why does Jamie care?
Yeah, go for it, dude. I don't give a shit. Here's my question is, where are they eating? Where are they showering? Where are they going to the bathroom? Because none of that's in the metal shed. Are they allowed to go into the trailer for that?
Well, that's what I was saying. There's no plumbing or anything in there.
Yeah.
It's just a box outside.
Imagine how cold and hot that thing is, depending on what season it is. It'd be miserable no matter
imagine.
what.
They can go to the brook while they're titty fucking or whatever.
Oh, titty fucking by the brook. That's it.
Titty fuck and then wash up in the brook.
The dirty brook.
She's all excited about it because she's been sleeping in her truck, and I guess she hasn't taken a shower for a week, and Roy let her take a shower in his hotel room.
Then what did they do?
Her name is Samantha.
Oh, well, Doc.
I'd really like to hook her up with Will. I really think her and Will would like each other.
Why?
Why though? Has Lauren even met her?
No. He may have. That story changes too. He's talked to her at the very least, but she's excited to stop living in her truck. I really think her and Will would be good together.
She's perfect for Will.
Perfect for Will. She's homeless and she loves horses. Boom.
That's all you need.
Will likes living in a home and also maybe horses.
I mean, he's indifferent to horses at the very least.
And that's a match made in heaven.
Yeah.
Fucking idiots.
So where did you come up the price for rent?
I just figured the light bill. I figured the light bill, and I won't be able to use the back part of the shed for.
Okay, my light bill's not $400 a month.
Right. I don't think his is either. Even though he leaves 2 TVs on all day long, it's still not gonna break like $200, you know.
No.
Actually, I think he sent his light bill one time. That's how his mom's.
Well,
name
as
is
mommy pays the light bill.
Yeah. Well, no, it's just in her name. But yeah, just $400 for the light bill.
For my stuff, so I told him I need half the shed for my tools, and then we're gonna have to hurry up and get your horse barn up, or put a part on that or something, put it in the attic or something.
They don't even get the full. Shipping container.
Yeah, they don't get the full shipping container. They get half the shipping container because half is for his tools. Now, I forgot that, he started asking Jamie the things she wanted for her place. And, of course, Jamie wanted horses and a horse barn. So.
Okay, that's why he mentioned horses. I was confused at first why the hell he was talking.
I forgot about
like,
Jamie's
why
horse
did it
barn.
matter if she likes horses or not?
But again, what does that have to do with Will?
Don't know.
But yeah, so we're talking probably the size of a cubicle living space for $400 a month inside of a shed, not insulated, not heated, no air conditioning, just a stove.
ADD. Why does Lauren even need tools? Do you not see all the work he's doing on that trailer?
Yeah, he's really good at it.
Of course he needs tools.
It's capped. Alright, well, let's see what else this $400 a month gets them. Other than a tiny room, and they have to work for Lauren.
To either put your stuff in or whatever stuff you want to take out of the house, put that stuff in. Till the yard sale next year, and then we can sell it on the yard sale.
Oh, God.
Does she know about you?
Not yet. Not unless Roy told her. I got to tell her. before she can even move in, I gotta tell her about my situation. Because I told her,
Yeah, it might be
there's
something you want to
no drinking
mention
there. I don't want any of your friends over here.
right away.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be very forward with her to let her know everything. But
When is that
Roy's
happening?
head. Oh, she wants to stay in there tonight. She wants to come over right now and clean it. She's motivated because she's been sleeping in her truck.
She wants to clean where she's going to be staying.
So it's not even ready for someone to live in.
No! And he wants $400.
Lauren's situation is that he is a pedophile. So,
Right. So he's got to
he
tell
has
her
to
that.
disclose that.
Yeah. Especially a female on the property staying there, right?
Can you imagine after seeing all her stuff and he's like, by the way, I'm also a registered sex offender.
Yeah. So before you go in there, I just want to let you know that I'm on the RSO. It's not my fault. I didn't get mac and cheese.
And she also needs money. She needs work. She's on unemployment right now, as far from what Roy told me.
Okay.
So I told her that I was starting a business, and then
Do
I
you
also
want
thought
me there
about
for
you.
support when you tell her?
You can be if you want to. You already know everything about me. There's nothing about me that you don't know.
Yeah, she knows you are. She says, "Do you want me to?" Oh God.
So that's
Yeah,
up
Lauren,
to
we
you
want
if
to
you
hear
be
it.
there
We
when
want
I
to
tell
hear you tell her that you're a pedophile.
Right. Jamie's like, "Hey, by the way," and then he doesn't. And Jamie gets mad.
But she's gonna have to know. I gotta tell her because she's gotta know.
You don't say. Now, here's my question, because probation needs to know the girl's information to make sure that he can talk to them, yada yada. This woman's about to move onto his property, and he has yet to tell her anything about that.
Right.
What's the deal?
Almost like he made it up.
It's almost like.
Did he say she's 25 too?
I think so. Hold on. It's back here.
So I told her that I was starting a business, and then I was
She's 25.
trying to be very forward with her to let her know everything. But
When is that
Roy's
happening?
head.
I don't know. I don't know where it was. We'll just go to where we were at.
So that's up to you if you want to be there when I tell her.
No, do it without us. Jack, you'll see what happens. Or you'll hear what happens.
But she's gonna have to know. I gotta tell her because she's gotta know. That's why I'm trying to be forward with her about everything. She's got to know everything about me. That way she's comfortable with staying here.
Hold on.
But I need to know how you feel about it.
He needs to be forward about everything, Blue Boy. Hasn't told her his charge yet. Don't you think that'd be the first thing he'd say to her before, hey, you want to move in? Or should be like, hey, by the way.
You would think if she's already planning on coming over to clean the shed out.
Yeah.
Like, when are you gonna tell? You're gonna tell her after she's done?
Yeah.
You know,
She's trying to get Roy motivated right now to come over here and help her clean it out and move stuff around. I'm going to tell
It's
you right now.
The rent is steep though. For what you are giving them, it's a lot to pay.
Okay, it's too much to pay. All right. So what do you think? Tell me what you're thinking.
You
We'll
should
go
pay
by
them.
that. There's got to be enough to cover what they use for the light bill,
How much is your light bill?
at least.
Yeah,
I mean,
seriously, what is the light
We're
bill?
going to be missing half our shed, but
What is it that you need $400 a month to cover the light bill?
There's no way his light bill's above like $35 a month.
I mean, I'd say on the high end, like 150.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I mean, I
this
don't-
dude loves running his stove, but he does run his TVs all day long. That's all. That's like, I know it's not
That's
enough.
true, but I don't know how much that would cost, but
I'm gonna have to go back through and find when he sent that photo with his light bill, because with his mom's name on it, but like, it should show us a good estimate of like what his light bill is. Oh god, it's fucking wiener. If I open this, what happens? Alright, I'll play the call, sorry.
You are trying to get them to pay your whole light bill.
No, I'm not. Trying to get them to pay their light bill, plus with lack of room in my shed, I gotta find stuff in a place to put stuff now. Or I'm gonna have to stuff it in the dog
To
shit.
put what?
The garbage to sell at
In
the
the wall?
yard sale, dude.
Stuff it in the dog shed.
Stuff it. That's something you want to buy. Okay,
Yeah.
so he sent his light bill, his monthly usage summary. Okay, now this is before the robot, I believe, that this information came out. I'd like to point out that Lauren put a receipt over the name and address. Weird. Couldn't be because my mom's name was on it, but he had a balance because he hadn't paid or something. But the amount due on the bill, are you ready?
What is it?
$122.
Okay.
And I think that's because there was extra payments that he had not, months that he had not paid. Yes, it is an
Yeah, is that
electric bill, but he calls it the
Electric
light
bill.
bill.
Okay.
But yeah, 120, what did I say? 122, something like that. 129.
Yeah, you said 120.
Yeah, some shit. But $400 to cover that. Mass.
So they're not paying like for their share of the light bill. They're paying the entire light bill.
They're
and then some.
paying for the entire year. for yeah, it's crazy.
And I've got the portable shed too. That I can finish that, and I can put stuff under that too, I guess.
The portable shed is a monstrosity.
Well, it's
Alright,
now
tell me what you
destroyed. We
think
saw
for
that.
price.
Are they using the kitchen and bathroom?
Well, until we can get it set up out there, I'm gonna see if Uncle Clay's I'm gonna have more gravel brought in before winter. So that burn pile, I gotta burn that burn pile, then have more gravel.
Jamie
brought
asked,
in.
"Are they using the
and
bathroom?" What is he talking about?
This is a great point. This is a
Are they using the shower or the bathroom? Well, Uncle Clay got to bring gravel in, and it's like, answer the fucking
what does
question.
gravel have to do with it exactly? It's just this like rambling bullshit that has nothing. Yes, no, maybe. I haven't figured it out yet. Uncle Clay is bringing gravel.
Cool, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have more gravel brought in before winter. So that burn pile, I gotta burn that burn pile, then have more gravel brought in, and Uncle Clay's gonna come over and smooth out the gravel for me. When he does that, I'll have him dig a line from the well to the shed, so that way they can have water out there.
So
Okay.
let everyone process that. Let everybody process that.
But until then,
So
what are they doing? They're just not going to bathe or anything?
they're just
They're
gonna
going to use
smell.
like a Falcor style pee bucket?
Oh, no. Who? Anyways, so, and here's another thing too: is Lauren says this is what he's trying to follow his logic here. He's got gravel coming in, right?
Mhm.
And then he's gonna get more gravel to come in, and then Uncle Clay's gonna help him smooth it out, right?
Mhm.
And then he's going to dig into the ground and put pipes in. I feel like there's a step that should have come before the other, you know.
Yeah, I think you should dig before putting the gravel down.
He's just, oh my god, he's working backwards. So he's gonna put, so the addition to the, I'm trying to follow Lauren here. So the addition to the shipping container is gonna be a bathroom and kitchen combo.
I guess.
All right, let's see what he says next before my brain implodes.
But they're gonna be able to come in and use the bathroom
Hey,
and the
vocal.
shower. We're gonna have to hurry
Okay,
up
all right, we finally crossed the finish line, guys.
in the shower.
This is the answer.
But they're gonna be able to come in and use the bathroom and the shower.
All
Oh.
Jamie asked.
Well, listen, Blue Boy, you don't understand. So there's gravel coming in, right? Not one, but 2 shipments of gravel. Did you know? Did you know that?
Uncle Clay's going to smooth it out.
Okay.
We're gonna have to hurry up and finish mine in your bathroom, so that way I can use that, and they can just come in and use this bathroom in here until we figure out what we can do as far as putting the bathroom in there or something.
So I see people talking about land payment real quick. The land payment isn't an actual bill. It is to pay his aunt who covered the land when he was incarcerated. Time number 2. He owed his aunt like $5 grand, $7 grand, something like that when he got out. That's what he means by a land payment, is paying back my family member.
So Jamie has to look forward to living with Lorne, a hooker, and his alcoholic brother.
Yeah. Roy, who apparently, according to Lorne, he'll say this in his call, but, or at least later on, he'll say that Roy smells terrible. So she gets to live around a smelly Roy and a woman who may freebase in the bathroom of a hotel, and Lorne. Don't you think she should be trotting her ass up there, Blue Boy?
Yeah, I mean, what is she waiting for? It sounds like paradise.
She'd be living the dream right there.
But I'm going to tell you, I really don't have a lot of faith in Roy. His head still is not where it needs to be.
Then why are you offering him to live with you? It's the dumbest logic. Here's what he wants. He needs money. So he's trying to offer people money, this spot. And then free labor for the teardown house because he knows he can't do it himself. And he's willing to risk Roy being an alcoholic on his property for that. But you can also hear his cogs turning about, oh shit. Oh, get ready for a Roy bash.
I don't know if this girl here told Roy Australia, we're not boyfriend and girlfriend, we're just friends, and I do like to cuddle. She said that's what she told Roy.
Totally normal thing, you know? We're not boyfriend girlfriend, but I do love to cuddle. For money.
I think 125 apiece is fair.
Okay. So I'll tell him 125 apiece.
Jimmy, what the hell?
I'm gonna be honest, honey. I really see Roy wind up being in the homeless shelter. I'm gonna be honest about it. As much as I'm trying to help him, trying to get him into.
Thanks for being honest about it.
Thank God you're moving him in, and then the day you're gonna move him in, you're saying he's gonna be a homeless shelter.
I mean, we've seen the state of Lawrence trailer. He's very close himself to being in a homeless shelter.
Yeah, he's definitely at squatter status, you know.
Yeah.
Shed and get himself straightened out. Just the way that he's acting. I mean, he's wanted to check on an apartment that costs $725 a month, and he doesn't have the money, and he doesn't have the work because they're almost done the house on St. John Street that he's been working on. Uncle Clay won't let him work when he's drinking anyway. He's got to be sober for Uncle Clay, and I don't know how much more work Uncle Clay has if he has any.
Then what does it matter?
And Roy does work for Stan, but I think he makes like $8 an hour off Stan or something like that, $8 or $10 an hour. Roy basically keeps doing it just to help Stan out, but it helps Roy out with a little bit of money too.
It's just people's names. It's just
like Jamie doesn't know who these people are. Who fucking cares?
No, he goes. If he wants to work for Uncle Clay, he's got to be sober. And he's got to get on that and be sober if he wants to work for Uncle Clay. But Uncle Clay may not have work right now.
Oh,
cool. What about that other guy? Well, he pays him money to do work too. It's usually how it works with anything.
But other than that, Roy doesn't have any jobs that I know of.
Oh my God. What about you, Warren? You got a job at this point in time? Spoilers, he does not.
And his head it's just not where it needs to be. I can really see him going to a homeless shelter versus coming here and staying in the shed because it's just because of the way he's acting. He's just acting depressed for one thing.
He's acting depressed for one thing. Help the guy out. I don't know. Donation from Joey. They say, is it true that Lauren doesn't have working plumbing in the trailer of failure?
I thought he did.
I mean, I don't know. I would assume so, and I only say that based on the amount of shower videos he used to send Winnie.
Yeah, I think the plumbing's working fine.
Yeah. I've heard him flush the toilet many a time, so that does work. He doesn't drink water, so you don't hear the tap ever.
Yeah, he doesn't have working heat though.
No. No, he uses a wood stove, even if it's July. And then there was that time the pipe exploded, I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
He did at one point not have electricity for a couple of days because Roy was supposed to help him.
You didn't pay it, right?
What?
Oh, bro, I thought you just didn't pay it.
No, well, maybe that too. But there was one time where he was like redoing that living room or something, and he was redoing the electrical, and Roy didn't come to help him, so he did it on his own, and he couldn't figure it out, so he was just without power.
I remember that.
A couple days.
Yeah.
Hello. Thank you, Joey. I would assume it's still working. That's what I'm gonna say. However, I don't think anything else over there is working, so, including his brain.
And his head is just—he wants the goddamn alcohol. He wants that so bad. I mean, this will make 6 days that he's been in the hotel room, and 5 days of drinking, and he's just now sobering up.
Yeah, look at his life. I'd be an alcoholic.
He can feel that he's sobering up, and he took a shower because he could smell himself. And he said, even though I took a shower, I can still smell myself. I said, well, you're sweating, and it's coming out of you.
I don't think that's how that works.
I can still smell myself. Well, it's sweating right out of you. The alcohol, I mean, I will say that, I guess that could be it. I don't know.
Drunk, retarded ass Roy can do electric work that Lauren can't do. He still needs Roy's help.
Yeah, Lauren will Roy will come there operating at 30%, and he'll get it done.
Yeah.
Lauren's working at 150, and he just is out of power. Okay, someone says they do smell terrible, and then that is how it works. You're right. You're right.
What?
Him like showering and still smelling because he's just drunk.
Hmm.
I mean, he spent $480 on the fucking hotel room for a week.
It's not bad.
Or for 6 days, not even a week.
Pretty good price. Probably a shit hotel.
When are you talking to this woman about it? When is she coming over to clean?
She's wanting to. She would have been here already if Roy wouldn't have wanted to take a nap. She went and took a shower, and Roy wanted me to leave so he could take a nap before he came over and done anything. He said, "Give me a couple hours." So I texted her and I told her, I said, Roy wants to take a nap, and I'm not going by his set schedule. I said, so when you're ready, you give me a call or text me.
This poor woman.
She texted me, said she was going to take a shower and go to the ATM, and then she was going to come here. And so I asked her if she could get Roy motivated to come over here. So if she couldn't, give me directions. Or I'd give her directions. So she wants to do it today. I guess she wants to be in there tonight, I guess. Whether she'll stay there tonight or over in the hotel room with Roy, I don't know.
Thanks for the info on the alcoholic sweats, guys. I mean,
Yes, I apologize.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't know it worked that way.
No, I mean, I didn't think it would last that long, but it makes sense, I guess. Ramona's Diaper donated and said, "Is the woman that's planning to move into the shed the local whore that accused Lauren of following her around?" Well, Ramona's Diaper, why are we ruining it for everybody? Jeez Louise. Yeah,
Just have to see.
Just have to wait and find out. But yes. Thank you.
But she seems like she's a little scared, too, because she asked me if there was a lock on the door. I said, yeah, there's a lock on the door. I said, we can put a different one because I can't find the key to that one. But we can put a whole. I've got locks anyway, so with keys, so we can just put a different lock on it.
So she's so terrified of Lauren, she wants a lock on the door. I think a metal shed has a lock to lock them in the door as well. No, I think someone else already told that story on a stream, so.
As long as you're all right with it, and then I'll continue to let her come over and do what she got to do. And I guess I understand why she's scared, because she said she feels like, Roy asked her if he hit her last night or the night before last or something like that, and she said, yeah, she said she feels like her jaw is broken.
Roy hit her?
I think her boyfriend hit her.
Oh. Okay.
And her jaw's broken as she what the hell happened there, Sadie? So, who knows?
So she's
But
perfect
she
for
seems to be
Will.
She's perfect for Will. She has a broken jaw. She's homeless. She's been hanging out with Roy for 6 days at a hotel. Random Uncle donated and said, this must be a favorite topic with Mom, too, since Lauren is the good son. Probably. I have a feeling that they just shit talk Roy all the time, and Lauren loves it because it's not him. My guess. I don't know about you, Blue Boy, but...
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Random Uncle. Appreciate you.
But she seemed to be able to talk behind, so I guess her boyfriend, the one that she was with, Roy asked her if he hit her again, and she told him yeah. She says she feels like her jaw is broken, but she talks fine.
You worded that poorly. You made it sound like Roy hit her.
No.
Well, she talks
no,
fine,
her boyfriend.
Who cares if her jaw is
Not
broken?
Roy.
Yeah, that's fine.
No,
Talks
her boyfriend. Roy asked her if her boyfriend hit her again.
Her jaw is fine. Because
She said yeah, and she feels like her jaw
Well, it
is
might be
broken.
broken, but she talks.
I don't know.
Talks all right.
I don't know if you caught this. Lauren made sure to just remind you right here.
She said yeah, and she feels like her jaw is broken.
I mean, he said it a couple times, but just in case you forgot, right at the end, you had to say it one more time. In case you forgot. Hey, in case you forgot.
But I don't think her jaw is broken because she's talking fine. Might hurt a lot, but she's suicidal.
What? What?
This woman just keeps getting crazier and crazier.
I think she's perfect for Will.
Might hurt a lot, but she's suicidal. She's a mess.
Perfect for Will.
She's a mess.
But
She's suicidal and her jaw's broken. I don't know. Go to a fucking hospital.
Homeless, broken jaw, suicidal, nut job.
Well, you know,
Perfect for Will.
Falcor has a Discord for suicidal people, so she can go there.
she's a mess. But she seems very motivated to want to get her shit together and get away from people that are hurting her.
Okay.
She doesn't do drugs, and she doesn't smoke, and she doesn't drink.
Where did you get all this information?
I gotta find out if she has a felony, though. I mean, ask her. Roy said he doesn't think that she does. So I do gotta ask her that. If she has a felony, she can't stay anyway.
Don't you think this is the type of information you need before you make the decision to move her in?
Nah.
Oh my.
Worry about all that later. It's like
God.
normal. It's everything he does. Starting the business, you know, do the easy stuff first. Get the business cards.
Right.
Don't worry about setting up the business or anything else. You know, just do all that later.
Right. Listen, they'll just say yes. It'll be fine. Let's get him in here first. I got a donation from Wes. It says, Blue Boy equals Bully Boy.
No blue balls.
This should have been Hannah's backstory. Yeah, Billy, this would be a good backstory. Perfect for Will. Suicidal. That one? Is that what you wanted? Ballborn. I like that. Thanks, Wes. Suicidal.
But my main focus was making sure that you were all right with it.
That's the main thing. Not checking to see if this could even happen. It's to make sure that Jamie's okay with it.
Make sure Jamie, who doesn't live there, is okay with it.
Right. Alright, we're getting to the end of this part.
So don't you need to tell her about your charge before anything?
Good
I
question.
do. That's why I still got to tell her. So if you want to be on the phone with me when I tell her, then I'm fine with that. 'Cause if you were
Do
here,
you want
I'd
to
have to
call
tell
her
her.
right now?
No, I'll tell her when she shows up, so I can tell her face to face.
That's the perfect time to tell someone.
And she's got to know everything about me, so she knows So she
When
knows
is that?
everything. I don't know. She's supposed to be coming over pretty soon.
Very soon.
So she was coming over, but you wanted my opinion first.
I wanted your opinion. I wanted to know that you were all right with it.
But she's
'Cause
on her
I
way
had
over.
already told her. I needed to mention it to Jamie and ask her about it and make sure she's all right with it.
Right, but she is already on the way.
Yeah, well, she was excited about doing it. But I didn't really think that you'd have a problem with it because she'd be in there with Roy anyway.
Okay, so he thinks if Jamie had a problem with it, it'd be because like she would hit on Lorne.
Yeah. That she
That's
would,
what Lorne thinks the problem would be.
Yeah, she wouldn't be able to resist his charm and
Like,
talk. You know,
don't worry, honey. Don't worry, honey. She's gonna be staying in the shed, not with me, okay?
she'll never see me naked. I don't want to see that bitch naked. All right.
Okay, well, call me when she gets there and you are going to tell her.
Just
Okay, well, yeah, I know I'm going to tell her. I got to tell her anyway.
thanks, Jason.
I wanted to make sure that you were all right with it.
Oh.
Okay,
God.
boo. Bye.
Boob. Oh, well, she called me Boob. All right, I love you.
Just hangs up. Okay. Now, as you guys heard, the robot made a very strong argument to call her when she shows up, right? Y'all got the gist. The seed was planted.
He agreed.
It
He
sprouted,
agreed to it.
right?
He said, yes, I will call you when she gets here.
Okay. Let's see what happens next.
Hey, honey.
Hello.
That shit ain't gonna fucking happen. There ain't no fucking way.
Why?
she just fucking showed up and she walked over to the storage shed and
Clearly he didn't call, right?
No, he did not call.
Just an ass. No, I didn't even have time. DSP Historical Society donated and said, "Yo, you two are truly a dream team. Like Salad and Chantel, like Chase and the ADP and the ADP. I don't know what any of this means. Like Roy and the women from mental hospital, like Weth and TCAP Gaming. I know the last two. Don't know what the rest of it was, but thank you, sir. I appreciate
Roy
it.
getting the mental hospital girls.
Yeah. I mean, I gotta say, Roy smells. He takes a shower and still smells. Still gets late. Warren, what are you doing? Alright. So, unfortunately, guys, as you've heard, thank you. I think I said it, but thank you, sir. As you heard, Lauren did not get on the phone when she showed up, but we will get a play-by-play of what Lauren experienced when she was there, so at least we have that.
that
It's
shit
just
ain't
as
gonna
funny.
fucking happen.
Yeah.
There ain't no fucking way.
Why?
she just fucking showed up and she walked over to the storage shed and she fucking looked at this is the thing. She wouldn't shut the fuck up. I was like, what the fuck? I told her, I said, if you shut the fuck up, I'll tell you what we can do. I said, and I've been talking to Jamie, and we're thinking about letting you stay in the spare room. And she's like, well, that's not going to happen there. I'm not. She was very focused on the fucking shed. Then she went over to look at the fucking chicken coop. She said, what's this? I said, that's a fucking chicken pen. And I told her, I said, I'm not the one that's fucking homeless here and staying in my truck.
God damn, Lauren. Show
Damn,
some
Lauren's
coop.
just roasting her.
Show some coop.
That's a chicken pen.
It's a chicken pen,
You
you dumb
stupid
bitch. Yeah. Listen, you homeless
fuck. I like
bitch.
She looked at this shed and was like, are you fucking serious? You think I'm gonna live in there?
Yeah. Say, I'm not living in this shithole. And he's like, well, hold on a second. I gotta tell you something. I'm on the RSO. I don't give a shit. Listen, homeless woman. Alright.
And I told her, I said, I'm not the one that's fucking homeless here and staying in my truck. I said, I'm trying to fucking help you out. I see potential in you.
What?
If you want the help, I'm trying to give
I
it to
see
you.
potential in you.
Potential how, Lauren? What the
You've never met her before.
fuck? Alright, I'll go back a little bit.
I said, I'm trying to fucking help you out. I see potential in you. If you want the help, I'm trying to give it to you. I said, but I'm telling you right now, Roy's head is fucked up. If you want to follow him and get all fucked up like he is, that's up to you.
This woman was perfect for Will. Alright.
I said, but I'm not fucking around. I'm trying to help you. If you don't want the fucking help, then don't even bother. She said, well, I appreciate it, but I'm not staying in that shed. And she said, nice truck. And she said, I'd seen it before. I've seen you following me around. I was like, what? I said, I didn't fucking never even seen you till today.
Yeah, right, Lauren.
It's a weird statement to make about somebody.
Yeah, that is very weird to say.
Because, I mean, it's like, she's like, this is a shithole, and I'm out of here. Why would she just pepper in at the end? By the way, and then you can follow me around, you creep.
So yeah, so she recognized his truck following her around, and also then he's like, "Come look at where you'll be staying," and it's a metal shipping container. It's like you're asking to be murdered.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it looks like, legitimately, the bedroom that's in there, it looks like the last room you'll ever see alive.
Yes.
Like, you're
It
gonna
looks
get
like we're
fucking
fucking
murdered.
Osama bin Laden was hanging out in there or something.
Tyrone Donate said, saying he sees potential in her sounds like something someone would say to a late round NFL draft pick. We see potential in you. We'd like to have you on the team.
You went undrafted, but we see potential in you. You can maybe play special teams.
Alright, well, let's see how he follows this up, guys. Thank you, Tyrone.
She got in her truck and I just fucking let her fucking go. What a fucking
Weren't you
weirdo.
supposed to call me when she got there?
But didn't even have a chance, honey. She was fucking walking around like she owned the fucking place.
Question, Blue Boy. Someone
Huh?
shows up to your house and is walking around like they, and I'm putting this in quotes, owned the place. Does that stop your capability of pulling your phone out and pushing dial, or what?
I'd be so mad.
Especially they told me it was a shithole and I'm not living in this.
So it's starting to piss me off the way she was acting. So I was like, fucking, holy fucking, I'm glad she's fucking gone. That's
But she was so nice over the phone.
She was perfect for Will.
Yeah, what does he mean he let her go? Did she not have free will to leave?
Nah. Hey, you know what? You're not leaving this property. That's what this is for. And then she's like, I knew it. Starts crying. She's gonna die.
That's fucked straight up. Roy said that she doesn't do drugs, but that right there was somebody that acts like they do drugs.
Right, because they don't want to live in a shed.
What she was wearing was a fucking skimpy
I'd
ass
argue that makes it-
skirt.
Sorry.
I say, I'd argue the fact that she didn't want to live in the shed means she probably didn't do drugs. Right?
You would think, yeah.
Like if she was a drug addict, she'd probably be cool with living in that shed.
You would think, like, she'd just anywhere to, put her head at night and get just high out of her mind, I guess.
No. I want to have something.
Hold on, let's go. I'm gonna go back just so we can get the contacts of the.
Then what she was wearing was a fucking skimpy ass skirt. No. I want to have something like
you
her.
couldn't even explain what happened.
She's wearing a skimpy ass skirt. Sorry.
I thought he said shirt.
I think he said skirt. We'll play it back one more time, but Lauren made sure to figure out what she was wearing.
Then what she was wearing was a fucking skimpy ass skirt.
He said both.
Oh.
He said shirt and then corrected himself to skirt.
No. I want to have something like
you
her.
didn't even explain what happened.
Didn't even explain what happened. I just explained, honey. She walked over to the store and said, "This is the place." She said, "I'm not staying in this." She said, "There's not even any room in there." I said, well, if you shut the fuck up, then I'll tell you what we can do. I said, we can move shit so you can stay in there. She said, well, what's this place over here? And then she walked over to the chicken shed. I said, it's a fucking chicken shack.
Chicken shack.
A chicken shack. A chicken shack with a chicken house, a chicken pen, a chicken coop.
A chicken shack sounds like somewhere where you go to eat chicken.
It does, doesn't it?
I got the donation stroke from the size of a beetle bug. Thank you. It's just a hippopotamus doing like a oh my god face. So.
Oh, okay.
So thank you for that. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah, he's it's just she shows up and he's like, listen, bitch, shut your mouth and listen. I'm gonna tell you what's what. She's like, nah, I'm out of here.
And she was looking all around. I said, oh my god.
That
That's a fucking nightmare.
Seem like a nice response.
No, it doesn't. That was fucked up. That was royally fucked up.
Was it? It really doesn't seem that bad. She showed up and said, I don't want to live in this shithole.
But
Saying
she was
shut the
wondering
fuck up after she said she doesn't like the shed.
well, she needed to shut the fuck up. I couldn't fucking say anything. Couldn't even
That
get a word in
doesn't
because she
seem
was
like
fucking
a nice
yakking away.
response.
Well, honey, the way she was acting, I didn't care. I'm trying to fucking help her out. She's the one that's fucking acting like a fucking douchebag, like she fucking like this isn't staying in the fucking shed like it is not good enough for her. She said if it was cleaned all out,
It's not,
then yeah.
though.
It really isn't, though. It really isn't. She had the gut reaction she had is the right one. After seeing that property up close, it is brutal. I had to
it is brutal.
take a shower after just standing on the road.
Yeah. It looks in person, it's way scarier looking. Like, it looks like a place you would get murdered in, for sure.
Yeah, like some Texas Chainsaw shit.
The pictures online are funny, but you don't really get, like, an understanding until you're there. Like, how it's so, like, the surroundings, how desolate it is. And it's just, yeah, the air stinks for some reason. I don't know how that... It was very weird. I don't know. It felt eerie.
Yeah, it was weird. I agree with Eel, though. If you know, she's too good to stay in the shed. She's got to be money bags, you know? High to do. Anyways. Let's hear what he's got to say.
It's not good enough for her. She said if it was cleaned all out, then yeah, it'd be all right.
Well, hold on. He didn't say this in the first telling of the story.
No.
It's not good enough for her. She said if it was cleaned all out, then yeah, it'd be all right. Earlier, she was all for fucking staying in any place where she could lay down and not have to sleep in her truck.
I'm pretty sure she thought that where she would be sleeping would be an upgrade from a truck, not a downgrade.
Yes. Yeah. And I like how he had a problem with her looking around. It's like, well, that's where she's going to be living. Why wouldn't she look around the property?
Right. Like, oh, I'm going to be staying here? Don't look around. Okay.
And now she's all like, well, that's not good enough for her. She's like, what the fuck? I'm not putting up with fucking shit like that.
Well, it's a
She can go fuck
shithole.
herself. I don't know her. I don't care. It's better than her truck.
Is it?
Roy had it fixed up before, so it was nice in that room.
Define nice.
I'm not gonna fucking cater to her fucking needs. I don't even know her.
Cater to her needs?
I tried to help her out. That's her fucking problem, not mine.
And you thought her and Will would be good together?
Got him.
Well, well, from what I saw earlier, you know, she acted more normal earlier.
And he
Well,
wasn't going
she
to help
did
her
that,
out.
there
He
ain't
was
no
going to charge her $200 a month, and she had to work manual labor.
Yeah, free manual labor. On top of the
so-
$200 bucks.
She was helping you out.
Yeah. But he's acting like he's just so charitable and like this. He did such a good thing, ripping them off. You know?
Yeah.
An asshole. We got a donation from Joy. It says, imagine a vagrant rocking up to your house and declaring it's not good enough. I mean, that's gotta... I think any normal person, that would be a blow. That would ruin your month, you know?
Yeah, a hooker walked up to my house and was like, I'm not living there.
Yeah. Lauren just takes it as an insult and starts talking about how great his place is. Alright, let me play this.
The way she just acted, it ain't no fucking way. I wouldn't fucking hook her up with Will. And she acted like she just fucking did drugs. And Roy said she doesn't do drugs. So fuck that. Fucking wait around all fucking day to fucking try to help out a stupid fuck like that. Fuck, that irritates the fuck out of me. Now, I know Roy's lied to her and told her that he's got money. You don't have any fucking money. That
What's that
boy
to
is
do
so
with anything?
fucked up. I don't think I even want him staying with me. Not after seeing what he's dragging around.
He's so personally offended by this.
The fucking Jesus. That was fucking irritating.
Alright, sorry, I had to step away. Cat was
Just
doing
fucking
something.
sad.
What'd I miss? Lauren said so fucking sad.
Yeah, then was like, I know Roy told her that he had money. He just randomly decided to say that.
Well, why wouldn't he? He spent $480 to spend 4 days in a hotel. What, I mean, money bags, you know?
I was gonna say, if she thought Roy had money, why would they be living in a shed or in a hotel room?
Yeah, I just... Jack P is asking if Lauren's ever done drugs so you can see him doing meth. According to Lauren, he smoked pot one time and he didn't like it. So, that's about it. Joe Pill donated said, where would you rather stay the night? Your own truck or a sex offender's metal shipping container? Exactly.
Oh, man. Yeah, I don't know.
It was a Dr. Pepper, George Glass. You know me so well. It's my new boyfriend. Long to hear him talk about this encounter since I heard about it. No problem, bee's knees. A woman showed up, said something extremely true and but unflattering things about Lauren's life, and his ego just couldn't handle it. It's pretty much what I think happened as well.
It's funny you said you didn't have time, but 10 minutes ago you said you knew and were waiting. It seems like an easy dial would haven't been out of the realm of possibilities.
Didn't have time. What do you mean? Well, telling her I'm not gonna have time to fucking wait around for her all day.
What?
I'm not gonna revolve my day around somebody that I'm trying to help out and they don't want to fucking help themselves.
What?
Why are you trying to find fault with me when I tried to help someone out?
Why are you trying to find... Now, that wasn't false. That was fault, right?
Why are you trying to find fault with me when I tried to help someone out?
Why are you trying to find fault in me?
Fault.
Not false.
You
That seems
said
a little
5
fucked up,
minutes
don't you think?
before you called me she wasn't there yet, and you couldn't call me.
Yeah. Then, honey, I just got a chance. She wasn't even here that long. I mean, she walked out of her truck, walked up to the shed,
You
walked in the
also
shed, and
swore
just
at
kept
her
fucking
and were
yakking. I don't give a shit. I don't know why you're trying to find fault with me and I'm trying to help someone else and they act like a fucking ass.
Because we wanted
It
it
doesn't make sense
recorded,
that you're
Lauren,
trying to find
asshole.
fault with me.
Yeah. Oh, not to interrupt this amazing call, but George Glass, I used to have some Dr. Skipper myself. I know exactly what you're talking about. I've hit all the variants of Dr. Pepper. This is gonna be sponsored by Dr. Skipper from now on.
I'm not going to put up with somebody like that.
Like it?
She's the one that needs help and I offered her the help.
You are embarrassed, that's why you are upset.
Mr.
No,
Pitt.
I'm not embarrassed of what? Do I have something she doesn't?
What do you have,
I'm
bro?
not embarrassed about anything.
You should be.
You're embarrassed that a hooker doesn't want to live in your trailer.
Yeah.
She'd rather be homeless. A person literally prefers being homeless.
Can you imagine being like, I would rather just not live anywhere. I'm gonna live on the streets than live in your fucking kill shack. You gotta back here.
Pissed off at the way she fucking
That
acted.
someone would rather sleep in their truck than your shed.
That shit would have been fine to sleep with it, and it said to fucking move the shit. But she was just all acting like, bleh.
What?
Here, I'll let him play it. I'll play it back for you.
But she was just all acting like, bleh.
What does that mean?
Like fucking wild ass fucking shit.
It's like he answered you in real time. Like wild ass shit.
He's acting like bleh.
Like, bleh. She was acting all like, bleh. He wants so desperately for Jamie to agree with him, and now he's getting frustrated. Absolutely, Zach. That's all he wants. She was ridiculous for saying my place is a shithole, right? Well, she's got a point. When is the acting like bleh pay-per-view? Soon, I guess.
That's so fucking.
Yeah, I'll play it back. Hold on.
But she was just all acting like, bleh.
You know, let me just capture that one real quick. Acting all bleh. Alright.
Like fucking wild ass fucking shit.
Joey donated and said his ego is damaged because if a hooker won't stay with him, then he knows an adult film actor won't stay either. That's a good point. Thank you, Joey. No sex worker wants to live with Lauren.
That's so fucking irritating.
She would rather be homeless than stay with you. It's okay to be embarrassed.
That's bullshit that you even say that, try to fucking make me feel like that, I think. I mean, that really
It's
is.
true, though.
Yeah, that's why you're mad, bro.
She'd rather sleep in her truck than in the shed. That's up to her, not me.
It is, and she made
Just
the right
tells me
choice.
she don't want a fucking actual roof over her head and doesn't want to try having a life. She'd rather
What?
be.
She has more of a life
Like
than
Ro-
you, and she lives in
Yeah.
her truck. My God,
She doesn't want a real life.
it's just insane. She wants a real life.
There's also a roof on the truck.
Yeah, that's
Like
true.
Roy.
He says that a lot. Like, you want a real life with me or something like that. And it's like, your
Yeah.
life is horrible.
Which I could be wrong here because he says it about a lot of things, but I think in Lorne speak, it basically just means you're not living like I am,
Mm-hmm.
and that's somehow real life. Which again, he's been unemployed since February. This is in September.
Like,
well,
because
actually-
you want things your way.
Right, yeah. But I didn't know having a
It's, like,
real
not
life.
realistic.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, it's like he means like you're not being realistic by the things you want. So you're not living a real life.
Right, yeah. But being unemployed and like milking your mom in unemployment for Siggy money, that's having a real life.
Right.
What a douche.
I don't understand why you would try to make me feel bad for trying to help
Now
somebody
you
else.
shed packed with your hoarding goods. I wonder why she didn't want to just jump right in.
The shed's not packed in hoarding goods. It's not hoarding, it's a yard sale shit. And all that's under your awning.
Okay, that's different. Hoarding, yard sale, completely
The
different.
shed is
Yeah,
all
yard
fucking-
sale shit.
just about all
Doesn't
food.
sound much better.
No.
You say yard sale, I say hoarding.
That's inventory, you stupid bitch.
I don't. Well, get rid of the fucking hoarding shit. I don't care. I don't. It doesn't bother me to not have. I've had thoughts of just fucking throwing it all away just so I can fucking have some space around here without having to fucking move shit around.
Nah.
That's fucking...
No way.
I'll never try to help somebody out like that again. That includes Roy too, because Aunt Sharon told me he just screwed me up.
What?
And she's right, he will. His head is so far up his ass, it's pathetic.
It's too bad I couldn't hear what happened. Someone couldn't push call.
But, honey, my phone was in my pocket, and she was fucking walking along like she owned the fucking place, and I was following her, trying to fucking tell her, you know, if you fucking calm down here and relax, then I'll explain shit to you. But when she's walking around like she owns the fucking place, it irritates me.
Oh, didn't know you don't have hands.
Well, I was irritated, concentrating on her bullshit. She seemed to think she was something fucking hot in that skirt, and I was like, Jesus Christ.
What?
It's a weird thing to focus on.
She thought she was hot shit in that skirt. Crushed. She was hot shit. And I'm gonna put that one back too, because that's just ridiculous.
She seemed to think she was something fucking hot in that skirt, and I was like, Jesus Christ. Those fucking tattoos all over and make her look stupid.
What?
Should have fucking
Oh, right,
guessed.
how did she act like thought she was hot?
The fucking skirt she was wearing, she had some halter top that was coming down over her shoulder and shit. I was like, what the fuck? She had high heels
He was
on.
there real quick, but he got a good look at what she was wearing.
Yeah, like, listen to the detail and describe what she wears.
Should have
Oh,
fucking
right,
guessed.
how did she act like thought she was hot?
The fucking skirt she was wearing, she had some halter top that was coming down over her shoulder and shit. I was like, what the fuck?
Blue boy.
Yes.
You walk into like a bar, you're walking down the street, and a woman's in a skirt and like a halter top that goes down her shoulders, or whatever the fuck you just said. What's your initial response when seeing that?
Whore.
Right. This is Lawrence.
I was like, what the fuck?
Who gives a shit?
Yeah, I don't know why it matters. Who cares?
It's like a normal. It doesn't even sound that bad. Like, it just sounds like normal clothing.
No, it sounds like what a 25-year-old girl wears.
What the fuck?
She had high heels on.
You know,
Yeah, she's a 25-year-old prostitute.
let her live, man. Who gives a shit? Look what you're wearing. Your fucking brown Alabama hat.
Yeah, remember when he went to go pick up Casey and he took that picture of himself what he was wearing to the airport, and it was like a sweater with holes in it,
Yeah.
dirty jeans.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you look so much better, Lauren. You fucking idiot.
Yeah, dude, he wanted to have sex with this prostitute so badly. He was so mad she rejected him.
Right. He was like scheming. He's like, I'm gonna have a prostitute pay me, and then I'm gonna sleep with her. This is great. She can pay him for the electric bill. Sorry, the light bill.
Oh, so her clothes determine her thought process?
No, but the way she was acting earlier too with Roy.
What does that even mean?
Why are you trying to find fault with me still?
Wonder what people think of you when they see what you are wearing.
Don't give a shit.
Yeah, right,
Not
exactly,
homeless.
Lauren. Who gives a shit what
Yeah.
she was wearing?
Yeah. Why don't you take a page out of your own book, motherfucker?
Not homeless. He just
Oh.
looks homeless.
Yeah, I'm not homeless. People believe that this has been vacant for 3 years. I live here.
They thought he was a squatter in the picture.
God.
Like, they literally thought you were homeless.
They think your place is so shitty that no one lives there. And that squatters have moved in. It's your home.
Making
I
fun
mean, he
of
was
her
following her
tattoos.
around in his truck, right? So,
I mean, it's,
really,
it's the rumor on the streets.
Making
Got a
fun
lot
of
of good
her
looks at
tattoos,
her.
what a tough guy.
at that mini skirt. I mean, he got her whole outfit down. Saw the heels, the skirt, the halter top with the shoulders. Surprised he didn't describe her hair yet.
No, I'm not making fun of her. It's the fucking way she acted.
You were!
You just
me
were
off.
making fun of her.
Oh,
Her tattoos make her look dumb. That's how she was coming off.
You would be homeless if it weren't for your aunt bailing you out.
Oh,
Hey,
hell yeah, dude.
I'm getting off the phone because all you want to do is fucking put me down. Have a great day.
Fuck
Paper
you.
thin walls, goodbye!
Paper thin payments. Goodbye. Oh man, hold on. I'm gonna play that one more time. Sorry guys. I love when the robot hits him this hard.
Dude, that was a slam dunk.
That's grand slam.
You would be homeless if it weren't for your aunt bailing you out.
Hey, I'm getting off the phone because all you want to do is fucking put me down. Have a great day.
Come on, you
Goodbye.
can't do that. Give us easy layups like that.
Yeah, that is one of the easiest layups I think the robot's ever had. Alright, so clearly Lauren's upset. Very upset. This woman wouldn't live at his property and now Jamie's not sticking up for him. So let's see what happens next.
Hello?
Hello.
What's up?
Sparking that ciggy with aggression.
You alright?
I'm sorry about earlier, you just came off as rude. And when you mentioned the way she looks, it made me mad because people do that to me.
So, honey, the way
He's
she
got
looks
nothing.
goes with the attitude.
Mm-hmm.
It pissed me off because she thought she was all that.
How?
She was all that in a bag of chips.
Right. Bag of chip. How does he like? I don't understand what that means in Lauren's world. What
No,
is-
exactly. He said she wasn't there that long. So how did he get this whole impression of her?
Right, like she was there. She walked to the shed. She walked to the shipping container. She walked to the chicken coop. Then she walked by his truck and said, "You've been following me around." But then all of a sudden, all
That's
these
what
other
did it.
details happened, and she's acting like she's hot shit. A bag of chips.
She thought she was the most important fucking person in the world. That wasn't what somebody else had to offer her wasn't good enough. She'd rather fucking sleep in her truck than actually have an actual place over her head and have to fucking fix it up a little bit. Like she had to do a little work that would fucking kill her. That's the way she was coming off. I'm not gonna bend over and kiss her fucking ass.
He was gonna say, "Bend over and kiss my ass."
I'm the one fucking offering her a place to fucking stay. The way you are is completely different
Yeah,
than the way she is.
Go ahead.
No, I don't know how she's acting any different. Jamie acts like she's too good for the trailer
Yeah.
all the time.
Every time he brings it up, she's like, "Yeah, I don't really want to live in that shithole."
Yeah, Jamie doesn't want to live in a shed.
Right. It's
All she did was say she didn't want to live there.
yeah. She's like, "I'm not
And
living
he's
in
so
this."
butthurt over this.
He's acting like what he did was he offered her like a 2-bedroom apartment with
Yeah.
like a very cheap rent, and you know, offered her a job and all this other shit like to change her life. And what he really did was like, "Hey, do you want to live in this fucking piece of shit?" I don't know.
When you dress up, your attitude goes with the way that you dress because you actually have a brain. That
What?
there,
The way
That
to,
did
way
not
to
have a
spin
brain.
this. I don't even know what that means.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back because I gotta hear him say that shit again. But the way you wear clothes is different because you actually have a brain.
Okay.
Alright.
I mean, no offense to Jamie, but she is just a porn star. She's not exactly a scientist.
Right. So they could dress the exact same way, and it's different because Jamie has a brain.
I guess.
I don't even know what that means. It's just so fucking stupid.
I don't know. He just knows that he's like cornered because
He's got
it
nothing.
doesn't mean it's the exact same thing. It's like, you know, he's trying to get out of this in the dumbest way possible.
Mm-hmm. He's like, okay, she's figured me out, and now I gotta figure a way to rationalize my thinking. You have a brain. You got a brain. All right, let's hear that got a brain thing again.
The way you are is completely different than the way she is. When you dress up, your attitude goes with the way that you dress because you actually have a brain. That did not have a brain.
That there.
And that explains why she was over there with Roy. So now I'm not even gonna let Roy fucking stay. The fucking people he's letting into his life, I don't want them around me.
Damn, so now Roy's getting punished for this?
Yeah. After all that, I'm gonna help Roy. I'm saving Roy. Roy's out. Love donated and said, "Hola, hello, love."
Hello.
Hello, thank you, love.
How he was raised to respect women.
He could never hit a woman. Never has, never will.
It's just fucking horse shit. Somebody tries to be nice and offer you a fucking place to stay so you can get back on your feet, and you act like that.
What did
Not
she
you,
say that
her.
made you so upset?
And it's not even exactly the things that she said. It's the way she acted. It's like it wasn't good enough for her. She'd rather sleep in her fucking truck. And I'm trying to tell you, if you fucking relax and
I don't
listen,
blame her.
then I'll tell you that we can clean this out so you can fucking make something back there that's going to be livable.
Why wouldn't you clean it out before
So-
she showed up?
But he acknowledges that it's not livable in the state that it's in.
Oops, Lauren. So you're asking her to move in for $200 a month in something that is not livable?
Yeah, if you were offering this for free to a homeless person,
Maybe.
sure. But you're telling her she has to pay $200 and help you at the teardown house,
Yeah, she has to take.
and then has to do the work herself on that thing.
And she's got to clean up around Lauren's place too. Don't forget about that part. Don't let that slip through the cracks.
Then I'll tell you that we can clean this out so you can fucking make something back there that's going to be livable. She said, well, don't tell me relax. I'm the one that has to sleep in my truck. I said, I'm telling you fucking relax because I'm fucking the one offering you a place to stay.
Ooh.
I said, and I talked to Jamie, and her and I were talking about maybe letting you stay in the house in the room.
How come that wasn't brought up before until now?
I was about to ask you, did that happen through a text message? Because how come that he didn't say that on the call prior?
No, he didn't, because he didn't offer. I don't even think it got to that point. I think he's trying to make himself look better now. I don't think he mentioned that. I'm calling bullshit.
And it's like she didn't even hear that.
You left that out last time.
Thank you, Robot.
No, I said it. I started to say it. I don't know if I finished saying it.
You didn't start it. You didn't even come close to saying this.
Well, that's when she walked over to the chicken shed. And she said, "What's this?" I said, "That's the chicken house."
Now it's a chicken. Now it's a chicken house.
He says it. He calls it a shed first, and then says
He
it's
called
a
it a
house
pen, and then a
in the
shack,
same sentence.
and now a house. It's a chicken house.
Chicken house, you dumb
I tried
bitch.
to
You don't know about chicken houses, you stupid bitch. Take your tattoos and walk.
fucking help her. I'm not gonna fucking try to do that shit again. Not with anybody that fucking Roy hangs around. Hey, Roy don't even want help. If you saw how fucking
Why
pathetic
is that
he
rude
was
to
this
ask
morning,
what that was?
Now I gotta bash Roy.
well, she walked over towards it like, is it a place that she can stay in? When the chickens are right outside, right in the pen.
She'd rather sleep with the chicken.
There's no way that she
Yeah.
couldn't see the chickens.
What's this house? And that's got to speak to the woman herself too, you know. She walks over to a chicken pen and is like, "Chicken house," and says,
Yeah, this
what
dumb
about this?
idiot chick who, can't differentiate between a chicken house and a livable place for her. You don't want to stay with Lauren? Lazy dumb.
What an idiot. Pee Wee donated and said, "We're late. Now I'm taking 20 Tylenols in."
No, don't take 25 and all and end it. Please
Pee Wee,
don't.
do it.
I don't want any suicides. I don't believe in it.
Never have, never will. Thank you, Pee Wee.
They're clucking.
Is that the motto at the chicken house? They're clucking?
They're clucking.
If Jesus Christ, she didn't act like I owed her something, then I would have offered maybe we could build another little house or another little building that you could stay in, like we was going to do with Roy.
What?
But now I don't even want to do anything for
Yeah, it's
Roy.
like they can throw that up in a day.
Right, like that's not an afternoon project, especially with him. That's like a 3-monther at least. She's acting like I owe her. You're asking her to fucking pay $200. You owe her something. She said.
Yeah, what month is this?
It's September.
Like, is it hot? Okay.
It's about to be October.
Pretty warm out there. Okay.
Like, another thing that we may have slipped over, but he did say this at the start of the call. She said she was taking a shower and then going to an ATM to get money, and then she was going over there. So she was gonna hand him money today.
Yeah.
And he's getting pissed and saying she's acting like I owe her something. $200. I would think he'd owe her
$200. Yeah.
something livable.
You owe her a place to live a little bit.
Oh, fucking.
But now I don't even want to do anything for Roy, because if you would have saw how pathetic he acted this morning, honey,
Lorne, did you tell her it was a shed?
I told her it was a shed. I told her it was a metal shed. She even asked if she could keep her tools in there, and I said, I don't care. I said, just don't mix them up with mine, because when you leave, you're not going to want to have your tools missing, and I don't want to have my tools missing.
That's not a shed. It's a shipping container.
No, well, I know, but it's a metal shed. That's what I used it for, is a metal shed.
Doesn't matter what
It's
you
not a
use it
shed,
for.
though.
Metal shed. Well, and that's a car, yeah, but I use it for a mobile shed. It's a mobile shed.
And I even told her we're going to put an addition on it. So that way you get more room to move around. And she knew that. I told her that when I was over at Roy's hotel room.
So
I know.
Hold on.
I told her that when I was over at Roy's hotel room.
Didn't this cocksucker say in the first call that he had just met her when she showed up at the house?
Yeah, I thought you said you only talked to her on the phone.
I just met you right now, but...
I told her that when I was over at Roy's hotel room.
So you met her before.
This liar. I mean, I know, I shouldn't be shocked, but what a little liar.
And that's how he's been following her around, probably.
Probably. She's like, oh, you're here again? Oh, I only met her today. I wish the robot would have caught that. That's so disappointing. That was an easy in for him to get pissed off. Kozanton donated and said Lauren thought you were going to get paid in pushy.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah, he was eyeballing her. You could tell by the way he was talking about her skirt and her halter top and heels. What a liar. Thank you. But
Kozanton, who makes great artwork, by the way. Check him out on Instagram.
Oh, yeah. I'll have to check that out after the stream.
So
I
when
know
you tell
Roy's
her
been-
it's a shed, she may have expected something else.
That's a good point.
Nope, maybe, but I told her it was a metal shed. And she said, is there a door on it that I can lock? I said, yeah. I said, there's a door that you can lock, and we can fix it so there's, well, the door that Roy had before.
That isn't a metal shed, Lorne, it's a shipping container.
Honey, I understand that. I know that. But Roy stayed in it before, and he had the room fixed up fairly decent.
Fairly decent.
And we had plans to put an addition on it anyway.
So
She
when
would
you
add
tell
more room
other
to move
people
around.
it's a metal shed, what do you think comes to mind?
Well, to me,
I think of a
that
metal
comes
shed.
to
What do you
mind.
think?
I think of a shed.
Made out
This
of
is gonna
metal,
shock
right?
you. Made of metal, yes. Probably no windows, but it is a shed. It is not a gigantic shipping container.
I mean, if you type in metal shed into Google Images, does a shipping container pop up?
Let's check. I'm gonna check real quick, but I already know the answer. But we're gonna do it anyways. Let's just Google metal shed.
It doesn't matter what you call it. That's not what it is.
Yeah, all I'm seeing is stuff you would put a lawnmower in. No shipping containers. That's crazy. That's crazy. But you're right, Blue Boy. It's like no matter what you call it, like whatever you do with it doesn't make it so. Like it doesn't change what it is. You know, it's like
right. She was expecting a metal shed. She showed up and it was a shipping container. Yeah. I don't know why he's so mad about this.
Right, and she's like, so is there like a lock on this fucking thing? She's probably saying, is there a lock on the front? I don't want to get locked in here, kind of.
Yeah.
No one else thinks that.
Maybe not, but still, if I let her use half of it, that's half of 53 feet. So she'd have, what, 26 and a half feet?
Jack is asking if it's people in his area are common knowledge. He's an RSO. Did she know? According to Lauren, before this all happened, no, he still had to tell her. So I would assume she didn't, but who knows? Word of mouth, probably. It might have got to her. And yes, definitely serial killer vibes with that metal shed.
That she'd be able to move around in.
Hotel room.
This morning, yeah. She wasn't even there.
Oh.
I didn't even know who she was. She got there after I did, and I had to ask Roy. I said, "Who's that?"
Wait.
Who's that? So I can follow her around.
Wait. Hold on.
That she'd be able to move around in.
Hotel room.
This morning, yeah. She wasn't even there.
She wasn't even there.
I didn't even know who she was. She got there after I did. And
so she was there. I think this might be a debut. Has Todd debuted yet?
I had to ask Roy. I said, "Who's that?" And that's when he told me that's Julie's friend. He asked me if I remember Julie. I said, "Yeah, I remember Julie. She was a real winner, Roy."
She's a real winner, Roy. Okay. I'm gonna lose my mind here. Go ahead.
I hate when he does this. Like, who are you to judge anyone?
Mm-hmm.
You're a pedophile. He
Right.
lives in a shack in the middle of nowhere. You're 52 and you have no job.
Mm-hmm.
You can't be calling anyone anything.
No, he has no room to talk. Not at all.
Literally everyone is better than him.
Yeah, I mean...
This homeless lady's too good for him.
Right, definitely. He just thinks he's like this amazing dude. Real quick, I want to play this again real quick.
He asked me if I remember Julie. I said, "Yeah, I remember Julie. She was a real winner, Roy."
Oh, never mind. I thought he was talking about the hooker. Sorry, my bad. I thought he was calling her a real winner. Because I was going to say, he came back and said on the phone, she's perfect for Will and she's cool and stuff. It's like, what? But you're right, Blue Boy. He should just be humble, is what it is, you know? Just a little bit.
I don't understand that mindset that he can even say things like that to anyone.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to try to fucking help anybody like that again. Especially if
So you already saw her?
This morning, yeah. And she was climbing all over Roy and fucking cuddling with him. I was like, wow. And Roy
So
reached the
then
alcohol.
why did her appearance shock you later?
Well, I don't know. I just...
Yeah, that's a good point.
I guess I expected her attitude to be different. But she seemed so excited.
What does that have to do with how she looks? Sorry, I'm going to go back. He's making me mad now.
I guess I expected her attitude to be different. But she seemed so excited earlier that she would have a place to sleep. But she could sleep in a bed and not in her truck.
Right, her appearance is a problem now.
I guess it just irritated me earlier, or this time. It wasn't her appearance. I guess it just went along with her attitude.
Doesn't make any sense.
Her attitude is what fucked it up.
Yeah, Pee Wee.
Earlier, her attitude was great, and she was dressed similar to what she was this time.
What does that have to do with her appearance?
You
This time,
think
it was
so
like
low
I
of
had...
women?
Huh?
You think so low of women?
No, I don't, honey. No, I don't mind when a woman dresses like... I don't mind when a woman dresses like that and has a good attitude. But when she comes here thinking that acting like I owe her something, I didn't owe her fucking shit. I just met her this morning. I was offering her a fucking place to stay so she could get back on her feet.
Then you can insult her clothes and tattoos?
Well, it's just the way she was acting. It wasn't so much her clothes. It was actually her clothes did look pretty.
Then why were you
Okay.
making fun of it? You know that clip of
So
Lauren?
creepy.
You know the clip of Lauren where he's drunk and he goes, "Stop trying to make fun of me."
Yes.
Vibes again right now. She was actually, you know what? She was pretty, even though for the past 40 minutes I've been insulting how she looks because she didn't want to live here.
And again, her outfit to me didn't even sound that bad.
No.
It sounded like a 25-year-old girl.
Right.
A 25-year-old prostitute. I mean, she was wearing high heels. What a whore.
On gravel? I mean, come on.
Yeah.
It just irritated the fuck
But
out of
that's
me.
not what you said earlier.
Well, no, it's not. I'm sorry that I said it.
Oh, Mystic Cat. I don't know how to say her name.
Mr.
He said she was 25, and she was wearing a... What kind of shirt was it? I don't even
A
know.
halter top, I believe is what he said, and her shoulders
what?
were showing. What?
What kind of shirt?
A halter top, I believe is what he
A
said.
halter top. I'm not a lady. I don't know what that means, but she's
her-
wearing one of them.
She was showing shoulder, so you know.
Yeah, and her shoulders were showing, so, whore. And she was wearing a skirt, so that makes her a whore. And high heels, which
Yes.
makes her a whore.
And tattoos that made her look stupid, he said, but now it's just her attitude.
And you said her tattoos were disgusting.
Well, they just didn't match.
Well,
It didn't match.
Well, why are you
Now I gotta
trying to
Google
find
halter
fucking
top.
fault with me?
What? Sorry.
I was like, now I gotta Google what a halter top is.
I'm pretty sure that's what he said. Now I'm gonna look. Now I'm gonna Google it. He was mad. I'm going back.
These are pretty nice. The ones I'm seeing.
I spelled it like Lauren says it. Oops. Well, her shoulders were showing, which instantly means she's a whore. So, all right, let's hear Lauren get mad.
Well, why are you trying to find fucking fault with me? Constantly.
Because you were a dick, bro.
Jesus, Jamie. You're
Stop
always
yelling.
doing this. Why? Well, why are you
Stop
always trying to
yelling.
find fault with me? Maybe I was just trying to find fault with her because of the way she acted with me.
how was she making it that she owed her something?
Yeah.
Just the way she acted. She even told me earlier that she was spoiled.
How
Right,
was she
I asked
making it
her-
that you owed her something?
The way that she was acting. Like
Oh
it
my
wasn't good enough.
God, I could fucking punch someone in the face. How did she act like she was better than everybody, or better than you? The way she was
Well,
acting.
the way she was acting.
Oh. Great.
The way that she was acting. Like it wasn't good enough. Like it wasn't good enough to stay in. And she'd rather sleep in her truck
I would.
than fucking clean the fucking shed up. When she
It
even
isn't
said,
born, let's be honest here.
Oh.
Roy slept
I
in
missed it. She said she was
Roy had
spoiled.
to look.
Apparently, here I'll go all the way back for this section. We'll go
I mean,
back.
she is homeless. I don't know how that makes her spoiled.
Right. God forbid she's paying $200 a month. She would want a place that's already livable and not have to work to get towards that. She's already homeless, so she might as well just stay homeless, right?
Maybe I was just trying to find fault with her because of the way she acted with me.
How was she making it that she owed her something?
Just the way she acted. She even told me earlier that she was spoiled.
She was spoiled.
How
Right,
was she
I
making
asked
it
her-
that you owed her something?
The way that she was acting, like it wasn't good enough, like it wasn't good enough to stay in.
Blue Boy. Blue Boy, are you here?
I'm here.
You're homeless, right? How are you
Right.
spoiled?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. I don't understand how she's spoiled
Yeah,
if she is living out of her truck.
right.
If anyone is spoiled, it's Lorne. He gets free money from his mom and his aunt, and they cook him meals. I mean, he should be homeless.
Yeah, and when that was pointed out to him, he got all butthurt. Sorry.
And she'd rather sleep in her truck than fucking clean the fucking shit up. And when she
It
even
isn't
said,
Lorne,
she
let's
said,
be honest here.
Roy slept in it. Roy had it looking good back there.
Roy's an alcoholic.
Roy's an alcoholic.
Thank you, Robot.
He wasn't drinking at the time.
I don't believe that.
I told him he couldn't drink here. He knew he couldn't.
So because it's good enough for Roy, it should be good enough for everyone.
For a 25-year-old woman, yeah. Roy, who at one point slept on a park bench or whatever, you know, that guy is the... If Roy can do it, anyone can.
Yeah, didn't Roy like sleep outside for a stretch of time?
Yeah, a little
Like
bit.
he literally slept on a park bench.
Yeah, I think it was 1 or maybe 2 days. If it's so great, why doesn't Lauren sleep out there? Because I'll go my bed.
Yeah, he has that sick trailer.
Yeah. Just falling apart.
But me and him actually fixed it up so that it looked decent in there.
If it was fixed up, then why does she have to fix it up?
It's probably full of his shit now.
Oh, so he's gonna make the woman go in and take his knickknacks and yard sale crap out
Yeah.
so that she can
Yeah.
live there. My
Don't move his tools.
My goodness. Love donated and said she is spoiled because she can leave the state. Yeah, you know what? You got a point.
Oh, Fancy Pants here can leave the state, huh?
Ooh. Ooh.
He had a little refrigerator in there. He had his twin-size bed in there. He had his coffee pot in there.
Right, so if it's good enough for Roy, anyone should accept it.
When they're sleeping in the truck, it's better than sleeping in the truck. I'm not gonna do it. I tried to help somebody out.
Right, so should I say the same thing? Well, I'm staying at MJS, it's better than staying at a trailer.
Yeah, the truck has AC at least.
Why would you say that?
Don't get offended, it's your logic.
No, my logic was she's staying in a fucking vehicle, and I tried to help her out so she could stay in something she could get up and walk around in. And I even told her that you and I had talked about her staying in the house in the spare room. But it's like she didn't even hear that.
So did you tell her your charge?
Didn't even get a chance to.
Oh, that's crazy.
That's how fast she was here and gone.
Who would have thought, right? Oh, robot's talking.
So that's something I'm gonna dwell on. That's her fucking life.
So tell me how you offered this place to stay to her.
Because she said she was sleeping in her truck and she planned on staying in the hotel with Roy, and Roy can't even afford it. I think he's lying to her and telling her that he's got money and can. Well, this apartment that he plans on or talks about renting is $725.
So you said no, it's okay. I have a metal shed.
I told her. I said, yeah, that's what I said. I have a metal shed that if you want, you can stay in there.
I have a metal
shed. It needs to be cleaned up.
Hey, listen. Got a metal shed.
Brittany,
I want half the shed.
He's talking about. Roy had this 25-year-old hooker hanging out with him, who was homeless. Lauren offered her a place to live, and she rejected it. She'd rather sleep in her truck.
And Lauren's pissed. I have a question.
For me?
Yeah. So he's going on and on about Roy's telling her he has money, right? And then he goes,
right.
I got a metal shed. You want to stay in that? What does Roy talking about having money have anything to do with that equation?
I asked that question earlier because he mentioned that earlier too, where he's like,
"Oh, come on."
Roy told her that he had money.
Yeah. Doesn't
it's like
why is it mentioned?
Why is it mentioned? And also, if Roy is living out of a motel, why did she believe he had money?
I'm not sure. Like Roy's all he's doing is drinking and staying at a hotel. I don't see how anyone would be like, "Oh, this guy's money bags," you know?
Yeah. Was Roy wearing a top hat or something?
Yeah, he pulls out a top hat and a monocle, and he's like, would you like to partake in this natty ice with me?"
Oh, this guy comes from money.
Natty Daddy over here has got the money bags.
I said, but I want half the shed, and you can stay in the other half. We'll fix it so you can stay in the other half.
What?
All I was doing is trying to help her out. Just like I tried to help Roy out.
Yeah.
Roy is just so pathetic right now. It sucks.
You're always pathetic, Lawrence, so that must suck too.
I'm not going to lose any sleep over it because he's the one that's put himself where he's at. I've tried to help him. He can't stay with Mom. Uncle Clayton won't let him stay with Mom. But the only options that he has is homeless shelter or in the shed. And I don't even want him staying with me now.
Why is this Roy's fault that this chick didn't want to live there?
That he's hanging around.
That's a great question. Now, I think this is the turning point here. So this is going to get weird, guys. Basically, excuse me a second. Basically, Lauren's going to turn this whole thing around, and he's going to be like, Roy would put me back in jail. I do not want Roy on my property. There's no way I can have him here. He's too much of a risk. Why are you telling me to help Roy when you should be protecting me? Which is weird because, again, from the start of this, he's been saying he's trying to move Roy in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't, I don't know how this happens, but it flips here in a minute where he starts saying like it's your fault kind of thing.
Does Jimmy ask him more about the following her around in the truck?
I believe a certain black truck or car is mentioned, and a phone number in his old phone. I believe that's brought up. If you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
John Sharon's right on that because
Sharon is.
I can't risk him getting me in trouble.
You're a tax person? You're a application filler?
Right, Roy's out on the street because this woman didn't think your shipping container was livable.
That's not the thing, honey. The thing is, Roy doesn't even care about himself right now. So if he doesn't care about himself, he's not going to care about me. He's not going to care about what he does. He'll bring alcohol right here. He'll sneak it just like he did last weekend. Hit it over on Ben's land, right next to my land.
It's all about you, right?
When it comes to me not going to jail, yes.
Then why did you want him to move?
I bought this, not Roy.
You didn't buy it.
Because he came with a 25-year-old hot piece of ass.
Yeah, I
Oh,
did.
you know what? You're right, dude. Now that the 25-year-old's not in the picture, he needs to kick the brakes. Kick the brakes?
Yeah, now Roy can't be there.
Yeah. No one's fucking her now. So, way to go, woman.
Man, who's Ben? He just drops names all the time without anyone knowing who he's talking about.
I don't know who half these people are, so I just stopped taking them out because it was like, I don't know who the fuck they are, and just leave them alone, guys.
Unemployment did.
For 3 years, it was my money that I earned. There was only 6 months of unemployment.
Didn't you?
I just want to point out that the 6 months of unemployment he got is what covered his land from not being taken away. That's the point. But he doesn't get it.
Didn't you get most of that in a will?
Oh.
Just the trailer. A trailer and the shipping container, and the dog shed, and the lawnmower.
So everything
That's
you
what
own.
I got in Uncle Rich's will.
Isn't that everything?
No, the land I bought.
Off of unemployment.
With.
Huh?
With? What kind of money, Lauren? Oh, here's another debut, I think. Mayor of Italy's coming.
Who is this? The Mayor of Italy?
What did you buy it with?
Oh my god, it's the Mayor of Italy. He's got property.
With my money.
From where?
There was only 6
Where, buddy?
months of unemployment to help pay for this.
Only 6 months of unemployment paid for it. Motherfucker, that's all of it.
The other 3 years was all my money from my work.
What work?
Why are you trying to find fault with that? Because that doesn't make sense.
Because of your holier-than-thou attitude.
No. It's the fact of the matter. I got to look out for me. I can't look out for Roy when Roy's not even looking out for himself.
Oh my god. We need to make this this woman in the game too. She's got to be on the roster.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what her name is, but
I
Oh,
told
a
Roy not to
prostitute.
drink before. What's he
Yeah,
doing? He
that's
sneaks
not what
fucking
you
alcohol.
said.
I have told Roy not to drink here before. And what does he do? He sneaks alcohol here in his fucking toolbox and puts it in his coffee, in his soda, and whatever he's drinking.
okay.
And he thinks he's fucking smart enough to hide it. I found fucking beer cans all over the fucking place when I got back from...
You said Roy
From
isn't
being
looking
incarcerated.
out for himself, so he isn't looking out for me. That's what you said.
Yeah. He's not gonna look out. He's not looking out for himself. Why is he gonna look out for me?
Toad, I don't know when he learned the word fault, but he switches them in and out. And if you ask him to spell it, he'll spell it false. So
If he brings alcohol here, it gets me in trouble. Can put me right back in jail.
that's
No,
good.
thank you.
Good idea, Springs.
He wants to do that shit to himself, that's fine. I'm not gonna let him do it to
Mike
me.
Roy's out on the street, but I'll help him if a girl comes along.
Oh god, man, I always butcher this dude's name. Can you read the name for me, Blue Boy?
Anna Rourke?
Yeah, okay.
That one?
That's better than what I said last time, whatever it was. His uncle owned the land the trailer's on, right? Yes, but not anymore. He does own the land from what I know last.
But Lauren didn't inherit the land in the will, though.
No, he did not. He did buy it. I think that he was paying his uncle for it, but I mean, Lauren paying any bill is probably like pennies of what he actually owes.
Mhm.
And then once he got locked up, his aunt bought the land so that he wouldn't be homeless when he got out, pretty much. And then he paid his aunt back, and when he paid him back, that's when he got the deed. I think something to that effect. So thank you. For the
No.
question.
I was trying to help Roy before. That's why I told him to
Yeah, wants to go back to that slam again because I loved him.
He wants to do that shit to himself, that's fine. I'm not going to let him do it to
Mike
me.
Roy's out on the street, but I'll help him if a girl comes along.
No! I was trying to help Roy before. That's why I told him the lady in Madison that I'd be over tomorrow instead of today. 'Cause I had to fix my sink, and I figured I'd go over and talk to Roy and see if he'll straighten his ass out. Get over here and start getting his life back.
What
But
was
that didn't even happen. Huh?
What was that?
What was what?
There's an echo.
Echo? I don't know. All I'm doing is walking around in the kitchen. Might have been my hands on the counter.
What?
That?
No, there's a clear echo.
Does that sound?
Stuff like this would happen every once in a while with him, so Jamie would just act like Lauren and be like, what was that?
Sure.
Oh, it must be just my hands on the counter. Honey, you can't expect me to look after Roy when he doesn't want to look after himself. He doesn't look after me when he comes here now. He comes here drunk.
Oh my god, it's all about Lauren.
I can't have that around me.
Well, Roy is suffering from like depression and alcoholism, and all Lauren's talking about is himself. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
you gotta protect me and defend me, and dude, he's not even thinking about himself.
Why does he have to look after you?
Yeah.
Well, because when it comes to him drinking here, that could send me back to jail.
But why wasn't that a problem when the prostitute was going to move in with Roy?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So, again, at the start of this call, he was trying to move Roy in. What changed? We know what changed. What is it, Blue Boy?
The prostitute
That's
is
right.
out of the equation now.
Lauren's opportunity of getting laid was gone, so Roy's got to go. Go sleep on a bench, bud. You're out. You're riding the pine tonight.
So I'm not supposed to have alcohol on the property while I'm on probation.
So then, maybe.
So
Roy
then
doesn't
why
care.
consider it at all?
Because I don't want Roy to be out on the street and homeless.
But now you
So
do.
I try to help him out, but he's not even helping. He doesn't even care right now. He doesn't even care about himself. You know, it's pretty fucking upsetting.
Yo, I do remember that. It's crazy that.
I hate to see him so fucking down like this, but
Oh.
he's doing it to himself.
That's
Oh,
why
baby
he
boy.
needs help.
I think he's getting caught in his logic, and it's time to baby boy. Is that what's happening right now?
That's what it sounds like.
How do you explain that you wanted Roy to live to?
But you can't help somebody that don't want to help themselves.
Wow, that was a fast.
I've
Sorry, I'm gonna go back because that was a fast.
Yeah.
round.
Those
I hate
tears
to see him
ended
so
very
fucking
quick.
down like this, but he's doing it to himself.
That's why he needs help.
But you can't help somebody that don't want to help themselves.
Just gone.
We've all tried.
Tell me
I
about
thought he
it,
had
Lauren.
He had mom so stressed out before it was unbelievable. So Uncle Clay won't let him
It was
stay at mom's
unbelievable.
anymore. The only option that he has is the homeless shelter or here in the shed. And now I can't let him stay in the shed because I can't take that chance.
And why did that change?
I hate to fucking see him like this.
Oh, well, let's cry so we don't have to question him.
Oh, I just talked shit about
Because
him
the
for
woman
45
insulted
minutes.
you.
Yeah, he was gonna live with me this morning, but not anymore.
Because the woman insulted you. Stop with this bullshit chance.
I wasn't even thinking about the fucking woman. Where did you get that at?
It's pretty obvious,
I was talking about Roy.
right?
Because he can't now because of her. It's not hard to follow along.
It's because of the people that he's hanging around with. He's bringing people in like that. He's not going to be here. He's not bringing people like that here.
But you met
Like
her
one
at the
person.
hotel before.
Right. But because she didn't want to live there, now Roy can't? Like, it
Now,
doesn't make any
now
sense.
now she's a bad person.
Okay,
Because
because...
he met her at the hotel prior and she was fine, but then she rejected Lauren.
Right.
And now it's like, well, now she's a horrible person. She can't stay here. And if that's the type of people Roy hangs around with, he can't stay here either.
Exactly. Here's something that I don't think he's avoiding, or he's not being called out either, but she doesn't want to be there, right? What
No.
makes you think she's going to come hang out with Roy if she doesn't even want to stay there to live?
Right.
Why is she going to come hang out and fuck around? Like, she's not coming back, so that's not an excuse to not let Roy live there.
Exactly. Yeah.
God,
That's a good point. That never gets mentioned to him.
Yeah, I
It's
know.
like, well, she doesn't want to be there anyways, stupid fuck. So
Yeah.
you don't have to worry about that.
It's just, oh my god, he's such a little fucking weasel.
One person, he's brought another person like that here before, and I let him stay the night. It was actually the friend Julie that he was talking about. That's where he met this girl from.
I don't
Smart,
like
he would've
them.
stayed-
To the streets for you, Roy, but I'll cry that I can't help him.
Why do you not understand? I'm not putting myself in jeopardy of going to jail because he wants to drink.
You were gonna...
You were today, Lorne.
I'm
I
like,
don't
man.
understand how this became about drinking all of a sudden.
Right. He was gonna move in this morning, but he was drunk and wanted to sleep or something. Who is which one? The mayor of Italy or Canopy Man? Oh no, I know you're not criticizing. I was just saying I couldn't think of anything, so his name's Moy.
I was trying to get him to knock his bullshit off with the alcohol.
You were
Stop.
today.
I work today what?
You could have him move in.
I work today. What? You can't even follow
Right.
the own conversation.
2 seconds ago. The old guy is the mayor of Italy.
Taking the chance.
This is
I know I was taking the chance to try to get my brother back on his feet.
right. And what changed? This is Canopy Man.
You can't piece it together.
And I told him that.
Uh-huh.
Right, but now that this woman comes along, not anymore.
But not when he's going to bring people around like that. He's hanging around people like that. I don't want people over here like that.
People that come over and say this is a
But
shithole.
she was. Yeah, I was like, she was gonna live there a second ago.
He doesn't show me enough
I'm
respect
sure
to not
why you
fucking
are
bring
trying
alcohol
to
here.
tiptoe around this.
Yeah.
He doesn't respect me enough to not bring alcohol around here when I've told him I can't have alcohol on the property. And he still brings it on the property.
Right. That wasn't an issue this morning when he was going to move in. Blue Boy, help me out here. I'm going to lose my mind.
Well, you see, the prostitute didn't want to live there, so now Roy can't live there either.
Oh, okay. But the alcohol, what about that part?
That wasn't a problem this morning.
Okay. Just making sure. Someone said you should sell the Canopy Man shirt on the shop. The canopies for you and
Oh,
me.
what does it say? Oh, campus you and me?
Yeah.
Right.
Right, but he was going to move in today.
How you not getting this, Lauren?
If you stop drinking,
What?
but he can't.
So
He
why
doesn't
can't
even
he
talk.
now?
What the fuck is happening? Oh my god.
How did it change from this morning? I don't understand.
I don't know. I mean, at the time. Okay, let me get time frames for you guys, just so you can understand.
I'm just wondering, when did he talk to Roy and Roy said he wasn't going to stop drinking because he was going to, and then what happened that made Roy
I
say
don't think
he
he's-
was not going? I'm so lost,
Yeah, I
dude.
don't think
My
he's
brain
talked to
hurts.
Roy. Okay, so before the woman showed up, it was about 11 o'clock for Lauren. The woman showed up around 3:30 for Lauren. This particular situation right now that's happening is 4:30 in the afternoon.
So an hour and a half. For some reason, Roy.
So yeah, the woman was there
Yeah.
at about, let's just say, 3 o'clock. It's been an hour and a half, and he has now said Roy cannot live there because of his drinking, even though an hour and a half before that, it would have been fine.
Right. And the only difference is what?
This woman came over and said, this is a shithole. And then said, what's this? And he was like, it's a fucking chicken house. I think that's the only difference.
The chicken pen.
Chicken shack. Oh, fuck me, dude. This is...
It's like Aunt Sharon said, sometimes they've got to fall flat on their face.
Yeah, I wish that would have happened to you.
Before they
but
fucking
now that
stop.
this woman comes along, not anymore.
Aunt Sharon should have had you land flat on your face, you
I was gonna
fuck.
say, that's coming from Aunt Sharon, who bails him out every chance he fucking,
Right.
every time he's in trouble.
You should have come out of prison homeless. Not homeless, without your land. Repercussions for your stupid, shitty actions, you fuck. Sorry. Alright. Chicken shack.
No, because I don't want people like that around here.
That was a bad whistle. So the new argument is he doesn't want that woman around there. But she has stated she didn't want to be around there. So again, I don't understand how this argument works.
Well, because now he's acting like it was his choice.
Oh, right. Okay. That's a good point. I forgot.
Like, no, I didn't want her around here, you know. But it's like, really?
Right.
Because, seemed like you did up until she said she didn't want to be there.
Seemed like you loved her pretty outfit until she insulted you, and then she was stupid and had ugly tattoos, and her outfit was bad. Alright, let's see what he says next before I lose more brain cells.
Why do you not understand, honey? Roy is not helping himself. He doesn't want to help himself.
Right, but he was going to move in today.
Yeah. If he would have gotten pulled his head out of his ass.
Right, but now that this woman comes along, not anymore.
Yeah, because he's not pulling his head out of his ass.
What?
Right, but he was going
Sure.
to move in today.
It showed me that he's not pulling his head out of his ass.
He didn't do anything.
But you met her, but he met her at the hotel.
Right. J Potato Man, parking lot party says that we're not being very ununderstanding. Or we are being, sorry, very ununderstanding. We should probably be more understanding.
Okay.
I don't know. But I'll tell you this. If it wasn't for that woman, Roy would be living in the metal shed.
Who said she was going to come around? She never had before.
No, I never seen her before today.
Didn't he say that he saw her at the hotel?
Yeah, she showed up after him, and she was all over Roy. Remember?
Right. And this is before she showed up at the place, right?
That's why I'm confused. Where he's like, "Well, Roy can't stay here because he has people like that around him." But you knew her prior to her showing up there.
Right.
So why? I don't understand why
So-
Roy can't stay there now.
Yeah, so Lauren pitched this idea at about 11:40 in the phone call. So that means that he would have had to have met that woman that morning and then pitched this idea, right? Something like that. If this
think
timeline of him
so.
saying he never met her before today, even though he's had phone call with her or something and he's talked about her life and she loves horses.
Perfect for Will.
Perfect. This one was perfect for Will.
But obviously he's known her for a while. That was last year. Last year that Roy brought Julie over here when he was working for Kimbrough.
Right, but Roy's a lost cause now because you were embarrassed by her.
No, honey. Roy's not a lost cause if he can get his fucking head out of his ass. But he's got to want to.
Man, oh man.
When he doesn't want to, there's no way that I can do anything to help him. I tried to get him to come over here today.
Dan Jones makes a great point. He just said Roy was a lost cause.
He didn't want to. He didn't even know that today was Thursday. He didn't even know that it was Mom's birthday.
Oh, this is all happening on Mom's birthday? Oh no.
You didn't know
Fuck your
what
mom,
day
dude.
it was yesterday.
Fuck you, mother.
Yeah, but I had at least I had enough intelligence so I could look.
Wait,
Yeah.
if you rewind that, so he just made fun
Yeah.
of Roy for not knowing what day it was, and then
Yeah.
Lauren didn't know what day it was the day before. And
Yeah.
his excuse was, at least I had the sense to look. What the fuck does that mean?
You didn't know what day it was yesterday.
He pauses here for like 10 seconds.
Yeah, but I had at least I had enough intelligence so I could look.
Enough intelligence.
He didn't
So
even care to
what-
look.
You asked me.
Yeah, I couldn't remember. I wanted to make sure
You
that I didn't
didn't
miss
know what
anything.
day it was yesterday.
I wanted to make sure
God,
that
you're
yesterday wasn't the
fucking retarded.
24th because I couldn't remember what the date was.
One of my favorite things and the most irritating about Lauren is that he will slam Roy for shit that he's done. Like when he goes, "You just live in
Yes.
the past, Roy. You just get drunk and you live in the past and you blame everybody else but yourself." It's like, who are you talking to right now, man?
Or like when he's making fun of Roy for dating that person online who was clearly like a scammer.
Right. As he makes a poem for one. It says, awesome job, Janet.
But I don't understand. Like Roy didn't know what day it was.
Yeah, like who cares? You did, as the
Oh.
robot pointed out, he didn't know what day it was the day before.
He didn't know what day it was yesterday. But Lauren had the intelligence to look. But then Jamie points out he didn't look. He just asked Jamie what day it was.
Right. And I imagine that when Roy was like, I don't know what day it is, it wasn't like he got a chance to have the quote intelligence to look. Lauren probably was like, Jesus Christ, it's Thursday,
But it's-
Roy.
But it's the same thing. I mean, if
Yeah.
Roy went up to Lauren and said, "What day is it? What day is it?"
That would be the
How's that any
intelligence.
different from Lauren asking Jamie yesterday what day it was?
Well,
It's like
because he
the
has the
exact same thing.
intelligence to look.
But he didn't look.
Right, but he had the intelligence to do that if he wanted.
Okay,
I don't-
now it makes sense. Not really.
I'm just trying to. I don't know. The wrestlers are Dump Truck Man and Silent Rick, and then Jurin and Bunky.
Right, different for you.
Yep.
Oh, and different from me because I've got my mother's birthday in mind.
Then how did you not know what day it was yesterday?
Right, because you would think, oh, Mom's birthday's tomorrow. I know what today is. He's got some real like Norman Bates vibes with his mom. Fucking weird, man.
Versus drinking for 5 fucking days and not knowing what day it is at all.
If anything, that's a better excuse for not knowing what day it is, because he was drunk for 5 days.
Right, you woke up the day before your mother's birthday and said, "What day is it?" and you had no excuse.
Yeah.
So don't you sound more stupid?
Yeah.
That's a good point, but like, good one. I like that.
You're still
Make
trying
that
to find
shit.
fault with me on shit.
What day?
So explain to how it works, Lorne, because you are saying that Roy's not welcome because he won't help himself. But today he was going to move in.
Right.
Well, no, I was trying to get him to move here today, but he didn't even want to. He didn't even want to come here.
Now I'm really confused.
So even Roy's too good to live there.
Even Roy doesn't want to live there, and Lauren's acting like he's the one turning him down again. This is just...
Right, so what if he did?
Yeah, okay.
At least that would have given me a clue. Okay, he's wanting to try now.
That's what... What?
How can you help somebody that doesn't want to help
Right, and the
himself?
woman embarrasses you still. Now what?
Doesn't embarrass me. She irritated me.
Okay. Anyways.
I'm not embarrassed by her. That's her own fault. She wants to sleep in the truck instead of clean the shed out. That's her problem, not mine.
Clean the
You are
shed out.
obvious.
If she wants to live in her truck instead of cleaning my shed out, that's her problem.
That's not. How's that her problem? She's doing what she prefers.
It's just, I cannot believe this shit. I forgot how stupid this was, to be honest with you. Like, just how dumb.
I mean, I haven't heard this call since it was recorded the first time, and my head hurts.
Yeah, it's a lot of, like, Lauren just trying to shift his way out of, like, what everyone knows is the reason, but he's like, oh, yeah, Bob, no, he doesn't want to help himself, I'm not letting him live here. And then he just said Roy didn't even want to come here. So then why are you talking about him living there?
Yeah, that's what I'm confused about. So neither person wanted to live in the trailer?
No one
Or in
wanted
the
to
shed?
pay $200 a month to live there. There was 2 offers and 2 no's, and he's acting like he's the one that turned both of them down. Mike Pencil said how much he has to donate to be a co-host. I don't know. That's a high premium, I guess. I don't know.
I didn't know.
We can fit a third guy in.
Yeah, we got a third mic over here.
I was nice enough to offer it. So that's what pissed me off. It was her attitude.
We got it, Lauren. You didn't like her attitude. You also said her clothes were stupid and her tattoos were stupid.
You're still trying to find fault with me on shit that it's like, why would you try to find fault with me when I try to help somebody else? No, I'm not shutting up because you're still trying to find fault with me when I'm trying to help. When I try to help somebody else out, it's like I can't do
It's
anything right.
$200 a month to be a co-host because we have to pay our electric bill.
Yeah.
No.
Now listen. Let me think about my electric bill. It's gonna be an easy $300 a month. Yeah, so for those that have come in late, this is what the offer was on the table, just so everyone's up to speed. Lauren was offering this woman and Roy to live in his metal shed shipping container, and they had to pay $200 a month each, so that's $400. They had to clean it themselves, they clean his shit out of it. They had to help him work on the teardown house that he barely touched, and help him do chores around the house, and they could live there.
Yeah. So basically, yeah, but I mean, they also had to at some point work a real job, right? Because they have to get the $200. So on top of working their regular job and living in that shed that has no electricity or running water or anything, it's literally a box outside with a bed in it. They had to each pay $200 and then do manual labor, a job that Lauren should have already completed at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, how long did he have to work on that teardown house?
I want to say it was like 6
he
to 8
did nothing
months.
for months.
Yeah.
He did nothing.
No,
I remember there was times where he didn't go over there for what, like 4 or 5 weeks?
Yeah, he went in and got all the knickknacks that were loose that he could find. He pulled the insulation out, and that was it. And then he kind of like stopped going there. He took a couple
And then
windows.
did nothing.
Or doors or something, one of the two.
Windows.
Eel, you must be getting confused. There's working at the teardown house is payment. They don't get paid. They're not getting paid for their labor. This is free labor. Well, not free. It's for them to stay there plus the two. So okay, wait. So let's say they work on teardown the house for a couple hours, and let's just say it's like $15 an hour, right? So you got to add like what, another $60 onto the price, so they're paying $260 a month technically to live there.
Yeah.
I mean, my God.
And like someone pointed out, not even the full shipping container. You get half of it because the other half is for Lauren's tools and the yard sale garbage.
Well, yeah. Yeah, you can only live in half of it. His tools come first, and your comfort is second. Also, his electric bill is apparently like $600 because if he's paying just for them. Hot mustard gas. Yeah, these will come up on Hillborns at some point in time. I don't know when. All right, let's close out what we're going to listen to tonight. There's a few seconds left here, and then we'll be good.
You were rude and swore and insulted her. Wow, Lorne, you are so great. That's what you want to hear.
The way she fucking get out and start walking around like she owned the place, I wasn't gonna let fucking walk all over. Pathetic is the way she wanted to fucking run over me by walking around on my property.
Fuck off.
All right. That wraps up what we're going to listen to tonight. There's still about 45 minutes of this. I believe this is when he starts asking about her protecting him or something. What'd you think about that, Blue Boy? What'd you think about that call? How do you feel?
I like that call. It's good.
Yeah. It's fun, you know. Also, it does make you feel kind of stupid trying to follow along with his logic, but that's most things he does.
Yeah, I mean, just, I don't know. Just the thought of him, like, thinking that he can offer that place for $200 each, and then getting mad when someone doesn't want to live there.
Yeah, and someone's like, no, I'm good.
Yeah.
How
I don't know. And then the whole following her around in his truck, I can't wait till we get to that part.
Yes. Yeah, that also happens in the next part, guys. Next week we'll hear the robot will bring up Nikki. It's interesting. John Ryan, I don't know. Hillborn's slacking hard. He's a piece of shit. I agree. All Cawd's calls are entertaining. I find even when Lawrence left his own, when he's just talking to himself for hours at end, I find those interesting. All right. Well, Blue Boy, you gonna be anywhere this week?
I think Wes and I are doing a stream this week, a Sika stream.
Ooh, all right.
I think on Thursday. Thursday maybe.
Nice. Okay.
That's it.
Hey, that's all you need. You want to do any catchphrases before we go?
Paper thin walls. Goodbye.
Paper thin walls. Goodbye, Ramona. Just start smashing them together. Except I think he says goodbye, cheater. All right, guys. Hope you have fun.
Tuesday, not Thursday. We're doing it Tuesday.
Tuesday. Okay. Thanks for coming out, guys. Appreciate you spending your Sunday night with us. I hope you all enjoyed this interesting story Lauren's spinning here. If you didn't, hopefully the next back half you'll enjoy. Until next time, stay safe.
Everything walks goodbye.
And goodbye. Farmer just donated and said, every one of these are gold. Thank you. Thanks for the way you are. Thank you, Farmer. Appreciate you. Where the fuck is my outro here for tonight? We got a new one. Omega's been asking for it. I finally have it. Where the hell is it? Alright, anyways. Reboners, rise up, and all that garbage, and stay safe, everybody. See you next week for the other half of this call. Paper thin walls. Goodbye. Thank you for the donation. Goodbye.
We both said some things we don't really mean. Sometimes love can be like that. And right now they hurt, but they're only words. They're nothing we can't take back. But every time we don't see eye to eye, you worry I might say goodbye. Not on your love, not in this life. Could I ever leave? I wouldn't think twice of letting you go. By now you should know I need you too much. Not on your love, no way in this world could I ever live without you, girl. When times get tough, I'm not giving up, not on your love.